everyone. I wanted to just take a little time this morning to go over some really amazing practices that I've learned both in my advanced training with Ashley Turner. If you don't follow her and you're on social media, I highly recommend checking her out. So things I learned through that advanced training in yoga psychology and how to heal our emotions, our psyche, and our soul through a combination of yoga practices, looking at it through the lens of psychotherapy. And these are things that I have also discovered on my own and used for years now in my daily life to help settle my own anxiety issues. And especially given our current situation where we are experiencing moment by moment change and a lot of unknown and some threats to our very basic level and root chakra level safety and security, our basic needs for safety, security, shelter, things like that. It's bringing up a lot of tension and anxiety. I think people are unsure. Do I still even go out and see friends? Do I go to the gym? And I don't have those answers for you individually, but I do have some practices that I use a ton and I've used with clients that will really help us in these situations. So I'm here this morning to share with you. This is always available to you on my YouTube, and the link will be in my social media as well. So please find what works for you. Try a few of these things several times and notice what happens. And please reach out if you need more tools. I'm here to help to the best of my ability, and if I don't know, I will let you know. I am not a psychotherapist or a licensed counselor, so this is not a substitute for that. If you're feeling a lot of distress, please reach out to a professional. But also, I'm here to offer these tools. So we'll be doing two different hand gestures or mudras and two different breathing practices or pranayamas, as well as I will be guiding you through a practice called Autogenic relaxation. I've used it in clients who struggle with anxiety, have a hard time sleeping as well, and also it's clinically proven to help lower blood pressure, which is probably a common thing that's going on right now. A lot of people's blood pressure is probably elevated. What happens nervous system wise is that with all of this unknown and the threats to our basic needs, we get set into a fight or flight response, which is activating our sympathetic nervous system. And that in and of itself, that stress response, is not unhealthy. In fact, it can be very helpful and it's important. The issue is when we get stuck in that response as opposed to going into a stress response and then going back to what's called our parasympathetic nervous system, or the rest and digest. When we get stuck in the sympathetic nervous system in that fight or flight response, it actually slowly deteriorates our immune system, our health. We have a hard time sleeping, and just generally are agitated and unfocused. So all these practices will help set us back into the parasympathetic nervous system and to feel more calm and centered in the midst of all of this. So all of that said, let's get started. We'll take the breathing practices first. You want to make sure your hands are clean. For this first one, it's called alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana. And you're going to lift up your dominant hand, whether it's right or left, And ideally, the ring finger and pinky finger will kind of work together because they're not as strong as the thumb, which is the other one you'll use to depress the nostril. You don't want to depress the nostril so much that you can't breathe through the other one, that you kind of deviate your septum. It's just a very gentle sealing off. And I've seen people also do it with their two thumbs because coordinating the ring and the pinky finger as one is too challenging. So that's fine. There's no right or wrong here. Just do what you need to do. And I'm not mirroring you, so you're going to want to listen to my directions and just go from there. So whatever your dominant hand is, I'm right-handed. We'll come to a comfortable seat and just take a couple moments to tune into our breath. At the bottom of your next exhale, seal off your right nostril and inhale through the left. Fill all the way up, and then seal your left nostril and exhale through the right. And then inhale through the right. And exhale left. One full round, and we'll take 4 more. Inhale left. And exhale right. And inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. 2 more rounds. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Exhale right. And inhale right. And exhale left. And just sit and notice. Helps to bring us back to homeostasis, back into our center, create some equanimity. And our only focus is to slow down the breath, especially the exhale, but also the inhale. And you could do up to 10 rounds of that, even more if you need to. The next breathing practice we'll do, or pranayama, is called Shitali, or sometimes Siddhkari. And it is very cooling for frustration, anger, overwhelm. You inhale through a rolled tongue. So, and if you can't roll your tongue, you just can't. There's no learning how to do it. So the alternate, and I'm going to get a little closer for this, is to just part the teeth a little bit and sit the tip of your tongue right behind those top teeth, front teeth, and you kind of inhale through the sides of your mouth. So, and then we seal our lips and exhale through the nose. So either rolling the tongue or kind of sipping the breath in through the sides of the mouth, exhaling through the nose, nice and slow and steady. So we'll do 5 of those as well. Again, you could do 10, you could do 20, depending on how activated or anxious or worried you feel. We'll do 5 today, so settle back into your breath. And at the bottom of your next exhale, roll your tongue or take the alternate and inhale through your rolled tongue. Seal your lips and exhale through the nose. Roll your tongue. Seal your lips, exhale through the nose. And roll your tongue. Seal your lips, exhale through the nose. And roll your tongue. Exhale through your nose. And roll your tongue. Exhale through your nose. So you could keep going. You absolutely can go right from that 5 rounds of alternate nostril breathing into the 5 rounds of inhaling through that rolled tongue, Shitali pranayam. And those two in combination might be really powerful for you. Okay, so moving to some hand gestures. It can be really powerful even just in a 3 to 5 minute meditation, and they can go in conjunction. You can do the 2 breathing practices and then right into one of these mudras, using it for your meditation. The first mudra we'll use is called Bu, B-H-U, and it's extremely grounding, brings us back into the present moment, helps us realize that right now we truly are actually safe, and here I am seated in my safe home and my family's healthy, and yes, we don't know what's coming next, but we never know is the reality. So taking some time to ground and really feel our connection to the earth right now in this kind of unsettled time is really powerful. So I'm going to scoot back so you can see what I do. You got your peace fingers ready, so the pinky and ring finger tuck in towards your hand, and then the thumb's going to come to the nail of those last 2 fingers. Your peace fingers reach out and connect, and then you just place the arms out from your sides and then soften at the elbows and feel your peace fingers press into the earth, and then the slope of your arms, and then the crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Nice long spine softening through the neck, the shoulders, and the hips. Allowing yourself to belly breathe, so softening any tension in that low belly, and really feeling your sit bones grow roots into the earth. Imagine yourself nice and solid and steady like a mountain. Kitty's coming out. welcome to sit as long as you need with this gesture. I'll offer another mudra to sit with here. One reason that we get so anxious and that these times are so trying is because of fear. Right? And fear in yoga we think of as our king vritti, or what motivates a lot of our behavior, and that's where we're seeing people go out and buy mass amounts of toilet paper and canned goods. And I'm not diminishing any of those behaviors by any means, but we can step back here and notice whether our behavior is rooted in fear, or we can also come from a place of mindfulness and calm preparation. So this next mudra is called the Shield of Shambhala, and it helps create a protective shield around us energetically, which can be really powerful. You're going to flatten out one hand, your left hand is usually how I do it, and make a fist with your right and then connect the two. So my fist is pressing into the other hand, the left hand, like the left hand is a shield. You could also wrap the fingers around if you prefer that. And then you just sit again with your breath, imagining a shield of protection around yourself, your family, your loved ones, and perhaps even around our world right now. Again, you can sit with that as long as you need to. You can use just individual breathing practices and mudras. The beauty of these is that you don't have to have a lot of space or a lot of time, and they can be done almost anywhere at any time. I highly recommend you also teach them to your children. I teach them to mine, and we use them together. So this is a whole family thing. Okay, the last practice I wanted to share with you is called Autogenic relaxation, and again, it's clinically proven to help lower blood pressure, to help with sleep and anxiety, overwhelm, worry, all sorts of things like that. So I highly recommend as well that you give it a try, especially if you're having a hard time settling down and sleeping. But even during the day, if you find yourself very anxious, so you're going to go ahead and lie down anywhere that's comfortable. You can keep your knees bent or stretch your legs out straight, and rest your arms by your sides. And just start to tune into your breath, and if you can, if it feels safe, close your eyes. Otherwise, just find a nice gazing point, something you can kind of stare at and let come in and out of focus. Start with the right foot. So you'll mentally repeat to yourself, my right foot is warm and heavy.
My heartbeat is calm. And then moving up that leg, my right lower leg is warm and heavy. I'm really feeling and imagining that. And mentally repeating, my heartbeat is calm. And my right thigh is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. Moving to the left foot, my left foot is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My left lower leg is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My left thigh is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My hips and pelvis are warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My waist and torso are warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My right hand is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My right forearm is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My right upper arm and shoulder are warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My left hand is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My left forearm is warm and heavy. And my heartbeat is calm. My left upper arm and shoulder are warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My entire torso and spine are warm and heavy. heartbeat is calm. My neck, shoulders, and jaw are warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My head is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. My entire body is warm and heavy. My heartbeat is calm. And give yourself as much time you need to just be here. Maybe moving your chin from shoulder to shoulder when you're ready, or moving your hands and your feet, coming out of it. Very slow and meditative, just like you would Shavasana, maybe resting to one side. Your eyes still closed. And coming up to a seat. Namaste, friends, and let me know how it works for you, and if you need any other information or advice if something's not clear. Take care, be healthy and safe, and stay in loving awareness.